Hello everyone, welcome back to Porkies Collectibles. Today we have another great video for you, but before we start, please check out our online card shop, porkiescardshop.com, or our Instagram page, Porkies Collectibles, which will have a link in our bio. Today we're going to do part 2 of Charizard. Part 1 was base set Charizards and the reprints in our series of how to invest in Pokemon. I'm going to break them down into different categories of what's overrated, underrated, what's good to collect right now. But before we start, the way I'm going to grade it is going to be the same as Yelp, where they have different dollar signs. So I'm going to break them down for beginners, intermediates, advanced, and high-end Charizards for you to collect. So it's going to be $1 sign, $2 sign, $3 sign, $4 signs. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start with the $1 signs, and the first card we're going to go ahead and do that for is going to be Charizard V-Max right here. This is from the Sword and Shield Darkness Ablaze, number 20 out of 189. For this one, I'll put it right here. The price for an unlimited is anywhere between $35 to $50. That means unlimited near mint or mint copy. For a PSA 9, we are looking at about $80 to $100. For this, actually, I went ahead and included the PSA 10 price. Just because the PSA 10 price is cheap, that might as well go for a PSA 10 if you're willing to spend a little bit more money. PSA 10 price is about $175 to $225, which will give you a Gem Mint PSA 10. The pull rate for this, for the Darkness Ablaze, is about 1 in 150 packs. So you'll go ahead and pull one of these for every 150 packs, approximately. Next on the list, we have the Charizard Ex. This is from the X and Y generations. This is number 12 out of 83. This is a small set. This set right here, generations, you don't really, there was no booster box for this one. You had to get it from collectible pin sets. I don't think there was an ETB, but you could never really, oh, there probably was ETB, but there was no booster box. There was no 36 packs that you can grab one from inside of it. For this, the pull rate is about 1 in 100 to 1 to 150. The ungraded, you're looking about $45 to $60, and then a PSA 9, you're looking at about 80 to $120 for a PSA 9. These are relatively cheap, good for beginners, and good for people that want to buy things that are under $100. I forgot to mention that $1 sign is going to be $100 and less. So $1 sign is $100 less. $2 sign is between $100 and $500. $3 sign is $500 to $1,000, and then $4 sign is $1,000 or more. Next on the list, we have the Charizard Ex. This is number 101 out of 108. This is from X and Y Evolutions. Everyone knows about X and Y Evolutions. Everyone always talks about the base set reprints, but no one ever gives love to the Charizard Ex. It is a very different artwork. I won't say I really love the artwork for it, but it is a full art and a very underrated card. The pull rate for this one is about 1 in 142. Ungraded copy is very cheap, $40 to $60, very, very affordable. PSA 9 is $75 to $100. So a PSA 9 is very cheap for this. Might as well check out a PSA 10. I didn't do a PSA 10 price for this one, but a PSA 9 price is definitely under $100. And definitely, if you are in a budget, this is a card you would buy. All right, next we're going to go ahead and shift gears to the $2 signs. $2 signs are anywhere between $100 and $500. It's a kind of a gray range. Sometimes the PSA 9 is a little bit higher, but I'll go ahead and go over that with you for each card. The first card on the list, I'm going to go from newer sets to older sets. Our first card here is going to be the Charizard V-Max. This is the Rainbow Rare from Champion's Path. This is number 74 out of 75. The pull rate for this is about 1 in 180 packs. For the newer sets, the cards, there isn't a very big difference between ungraded versus graded cards, just because the market is flooded with so many graded cards when the hype was around. So I always buy a graded copy versus an ungraded copy, unless you for sure found a copy that you deem would pull a PSA 10, then I would go ahead and buy that. So for an ungraded copy, you're looking at about $150, and for a PSA 9 copy, you're looking at about $200. So about a $50 difference. PSA grading right now, you can't really grade at the $20 value, but there is not that big of a gap. So I would go for a PSA 9 unless, like I said, ungraded copy becomes, you deem that it can get a PSA 10. Next, we have it from the same set. It's going to be the Charizard V Shiny. When I say shiny, Charizard is shiny because a shiny Charizard is black. So just like every other Pokemon, they have different variants and colors. Charizard is black. And for this is also from Champion's Path. Now this one's number 79 out of 73. Just like the Rainbow Charizard, it is a secret rare. Anytime the number is above the set number, so in this case 79 out of 73, that means it's a secret rare. It's not part of the main set. For this one, it's about the same in terms of pricing. The pull rate is a little bit higher, 1 per every 275 packs, but an ungraded copy you're looking at 150, and a PSA 9 you're looking at about 200. Next, we have this one right here, this bad boy, Hidden Fates. This is a Charizard GX, Shiny Charizard GX. The Shiny Charizard GX is from Hidden Fates. There is no booster box for this. Originally it came in tins with the Charizard, Raichu, and the Gyarados. Eventually it had the 3 Legendary Birds ETB box. For this one, you're looking at about a 1 in 391 pull rate. So for every 391 packs, you can pull one of these. These are all approximate, you know, just like a lottery, you don't know what you're gonna pull. Ungraded is $300 to $400, and then a PSA 9 is anywhere between $350 to $500, so relatively the same. If you're willing to spend more, I would go for a PSA 10. I think it's about $800 to $1,000. So this card is very iconic. It's a set that everyone was collecting. Definitely better than Shiny Fates. It has a lot of good cards in it, but this is the chase card for that. Most of the time, Charizard is the chase card for most sets. Speaking of Charizard GX, we have this Charizard GX Rainbow Rare. The same artwork as this, but this came out before that. This Charizard is going to be the Rainbow Rare from Burning Shadows. For Burning Shadows, this is a secret rare. This one is about number 150 out of 147. So it is a secret rare. This one has a abysmal pull rate of 1 for every 1,000 packs. So there's about 22 secret rares. And there's only 1 secret rare per every 2 boxes, approximate. Well, you can probably get 1 in each box. So you can see why it's such a hard pull, because there's 22 additional secret rares that you can pull. So the odds of pulling that specific secret rare is a lot harder. Now for the Rainbow Rare, ungraded, you're looking at $250 to $300. And then for PSA 9, $400 to $650. Next, we have a classic card. This one right here. It's a very nice card. This is a Charizard EX Full Art. Full art means the whole artwork takes over the whole the card without any borders. Sometimes I'll pull up a random card here, like this. That's not a full art because you see there's a border. The picture is only that big. For this one, this is the M Charizard EX from X and Y Flash Fire. X and Y Flash Fire came out in 2014. The pull rate for it is about 1 in 114. That's approximate. It's about 1 per every 3 to 4 boxes. You'll get a full art. And for this one, you're looking at a PSA 9 at about $150 to $300, and then an ungraded copy is about $75 to $100. So if you found a PSA 9 around $200, I recommend you buy that copy. This card originally, when it first came out, was around like $20, $30, but no one really wanted to buy it because there were so many other Charizards, because Flash Fire had 4 additional Charizards in that. It was stacked with Charizards. Speaking of that set, this is the one that I would recommend you buy. This is the M Charizard EX, the shiny version. Shiny because this is also the Charizard. There's 2 kinds. There's one where it is the Dark Charizard, and then let me see if I can find one. Here we go. This is the other copy. 2 secret rares and 2 other kind of rares, but this is the one that you would go after. This is number 108 out of 106, so this is the secret rare. The M Charizard EX is a pull rate of about 1 in 114 as well. Also, you're looking at the pull rate about the same one for every 3 to 4 boxes. Hard to say since there's other secret rares as well. Now for this one, you're looking at ungraded about $100 to $200, and then for PSA 9, $200 to $300. Pick your poison. Like I said before, if you can find a very good copy that's you deem perfect, and you can try to pull the PSA 10, which is very hard. This card's hard to pull because during that time, the printing wasn't that great. There's a lot of fakes of these as well. A lot of fakes. I actually bought a fake one later, and later on I found that was fake just because the date on the bottom was different, and then it said Gyarados GX, evolved from Gyarados GX. So I would actually buy a PSA 9 just to be safe, just because there's a lot of fakes out there. And the price is about the same. Next we have this Charizard Secret Rare from EX Dragon. This is number 100 out of 97. This card, the pull rate for this is about 1 per every 3 boxes. The reason why is because there's 3 secret rares in this. You're gonna have the Charizard, you have the Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. They're all the Charmander and Charmeleon are reprints. This is the only different artwork right there. There is a National Championships stamped version of this, but I won't go to that one. Those are stamped versions, which I think I'm going to go over main sets only. Now for that one, we're looking at about 1 in 108 that you can pull it in. Ungraded is around $250 to $400. PSA 9 is around $500 to $700. This card is a very unique artwork. Definitely part of the scrappy artwork is definitely important. Not very underrated. I don't think many people know about this card. They only know mostly about the original base set eras and then also the later eras, newer eras. So for this card, I definitely recommend, if you're into Charizards, this card is definite buy. Next is a very underrated card. There's 2 versions of this. This is Charizard EX. Oh, no, sorry, not Charizard EX. Charizard's Delta Species. It'll say Delta Species up there. It's very clear what set this is from because this is from EX Crystal Guardians, is stamped right there. Whatever there's a stamp right here on it for the EX era, this is the reverse holographic. Also, later on, whenever it's a reverse holographic, the HP and the name are in gold, as you can see. The reverse are usually more expensive than the regulars, and for good reason, just because it has the stamp, the borders are more shiny. So I definitely recommend choosing this. The one that is just the regular holographic is not as cool, so the price is not as great. Reverse rares are about 1 in 100 packs. You get 1 reverse rare for each pack. So depending on how many are in each, there's 100 cards in the set. It is number 4 out of 100. So that's why I chose 1 out of 100, because you have 1 out of 100 chances of getting it since each pack has 1 reverse rare. For this card, you're looking at an ungraded card between $250 to $300 and a PSA 9 about $550 to $800 for a PSA 9. It's a very highly sought after card for certain collectors. I definitely recommend this if you're willing to spend a little extra money for it. Okay, let's go again with the next card, another Charizard. This Charizard is the different artwork from the Expedition E-Series cards during Wizards of the Coast. There are 2 artworks for this. This is one of them. This is the reverse holographic. This one doesn't come in holographic form. The other one does. This one has just a regular non-holographic and then reverse holographic. For the reverse holographic card, this card is about 1 in 165. Like I mentioned before, 1 reverse holographic for each pack. Since there's 165 cards, you're looking at about 1 in 165. This is number 39 out of 165. Ungraded, $100 to $250, and then PSA 9, about $400 to $500 for it. Recommend this card if you're going for artwork. It is a very unique artwork. This one actually is a Japanese promo, lottery promo. That card is fairly expensive as well, and that one's a full holographic in the border of the picture, and that card is beautiful as well. If you can pick that one up, I recommend that as well. Let's continue more. There's a lot more Charizards to go through. Let's go Blaine's Charizard. This is the unlimited version since there's no first edition stamp. There is a different variant of this card where these ones right here, I can tell, but there is a fighting symbol. It's an error card. You're thinking error card is more rare, but in this case it's not. They made a mistake. They put it all with fighting symbols. Later on, they did correct it and put fire energies for it right there, and that's actually the rare version of it. But we won't go into detail on that one. Just know that there's another variant of it as well. So Blaine's Charizard is from Gym Challenge during the Wizards of the Coast era. It is number 2 out of 132. One in every 48 to 1 in 64 Wizards of the Coast eras. There's about 9 to 12 holographics per booster box, and that's how we calculate it, depending on how many holographics are in that set, and then we divide it by the packs, and we can figure out the ratio for it. Ungraded is about $300 to $350. PSA 9, you're looking at about $500 for it. Finally, we have Dark Charizard Unlimited. Like I said before, no first edition stamp. This is a holographic version. There is a non-holographic version. This is from Team Rocket, one of the original sets. This card over here is going to be number 4 out of 82. There is a Dark Raichu, which is a secret rare, and it's number 83. It's not considered the main set, so it is 82. This is a very small set, so it's a little bit easier to pull the Dark Charizard. So that's why it's 1 out of 54, 1 out of 72. 1 out of 72 is approximately one out of every 2 boxes, but most likely not. You'll pull the Charizard within 1 booster box. Now this one has about 100 to 150 for ungraded mint, near mint copy, and then for a PSA 9, $250 to $400. All right, let's go on to the next set of cards. This is going to be the $3 signs. These are $500 to $1,000 range. These are for people that want to spend that price range, or they can invest in that price range. As we go on, there's going to be less and less cards because these are a little bit more expensive. First one I'm going to go over is this Charizard right here. This is the original OG Shiny Charizard. This is from Plasma Storm Black and White. This one is number 136 out of 135, so this is the secret rare. This has about a 1 in 216 to 1 in 324 chance of pulling this card. So every 324 packs, you might be able to pull one of these cards. So you're looking at 1 in 6 boxes or 1 in 9 boxes, which is really hard to pull just by the card. So ungraded, you're looking at $300 to $400, and then PSA 9, $800 to $1,000. So this card is a very beautiful card as well. PSA 10 is really up there. I don't own a PSA 10. I wish I did. But that's the card that I would own from the black and white era if you're looking for a Charizard. Next, we have this bad boy, Charizard EX, the original OG EX card before all the other EX cards came out. This Charizard EX is from the EX era, the EX Leaf Green Fire Red sets. Sorry, I had to really slow down for that. This one has about 1 in 108 packs to 1 in 162 packs. So it's about, you get about 2 to 3 EXs per box if you're lucky, and there's 9 EXs altogether. So that's why it's 108 or 162 packs. You might be able to pull one of these EX Charizards, and the price reflects the price reflects the card, or the card reflects the price. You get what I'm saying right there. But this Charizard, you're looking at ungraded about $900, and a PSA 9, you're looking at about $1,200 for it. So this is a more expensive card. A beautiful artwork as well. Charizard's breathing fire to the side over there. This is a very beautiful card. It has a really high damage. So during the time, this is a really sought after card. Next, we're going to go with the other Charizard that I mentioned from the Expedition series. This is the Expedition Holographic Charizard. This one is going to be number 6 out of 165. There is a reverse holographic version of this, but if I was going to choose a reverse holographic, that's why I chose the other reverse holographic. I think the artwork looked better. For this Charizard right here, you're looking at about 1 out of 128 for the pull rate. So 128 packs, you might be able to pull one of these Charizards. The ungraded version of this one, you're looking around $300 to $500, and then for a PSA 9, $800 to $1,000. Another very sought after Wizards of the Coast era. E-series were very limited printed, since those were the last sets before Wizards of the Coast lost their rights to print Pokemon cards, and it went back and shifted to Nintendo. So these were short print runs, so these boxes are expensive, hence these cards are expensive. Next, we're going to talk about Blaine's Charizard. This Blaine's Charizard is the first edition version of it. We already talked about the unlimited version as well. Blaine's Charizard is from Gym Challenges. Sorry, it took me a while. 2 out of 132, that is the card number. The pull rates for that is the same, about 1 to 48 packs to 1 in 64 packs. So not very hard to pull, but the boxes are expensive since they're original, older vintage boxes. Ungraded, you're looking at $700, PSA 9, $900 to $1,200. All right, last card for this set. Oh, sorry, I shook the table right there. Very unprofessional, very unprofessional. All right, nice swirl right there. You see it? This is the first edition Dark Charizard. A very underrated card. I don't know why it's so cheap. It's one of the first sets, but the price for it is very cheap. 1 out of 72, so 1 out of every 2 boxes. Ungraded is about $400 to $600, and then a PSA 9 is only around $750 to $1,000 for a PSA 9 original first edition Charizard. That's actually very cheap. So if I had the money, I'd go out there and pick up as many as I could, because for some reason people don't like Dark Charizard, even though it's a very iconic card. Finally, the last set to choose from. This is the $4 sign. These are for the people that are ballin', that can afford it. These are over $1,000 each. We're gonna start off with a big hitter right here. Look at this guy right here. Gold Star Charizard. This is from the EX Dragon Frontiers, one of my favorite artworks. Fire breathing around the borders. This is a beautiful card. One of the most sought after gold stars. Probably the only one that's more sought after is Rayquaza. But this card right here came from EX Dragon Frontiers, like I mentioned before, that also had another gold star, which is the Gold Star Mew. The pull rate for this is about 1 in 144 to 1 in 216 packs. The reason for this is there was about 1 gold star for every 2 booster boxes, and since there's 2 gold stars in it, you can see why the ratio is kind of along those lines. For ungraded, you're looking at about $1,500 to $3,000, which is very hard to find a very nice copy of this, and then a PSA 9 of a little bit over $4,000, maybe even up to $5,000, depending on the time of the year. So this card is one of the first cards that you're going to look that goes into the triple digits. That is a very expensive card. Expensive for most people. Good thing I picked those up way earlier, so I don't have to pay that amount. Next, right here, the Crystal Charizard from Skyridge. It's not really crystal. When you say crystal, it's because it is a colorless energy, and then the energies they use for the card use different energies, not just a standard fire or water, but you can see fire fighting, electricity, and then the colorless energy. This is also a secret rare. This is number 146 out of 144. There's about 1 in every 108 packs, so you're looking at about 2 crystal cards for every booster box. So 1 in 3 boxes you'll pull this card, since there's 6 total crystal ones. And crystal Kabutops, Golem, Celebi, right? Is that Raichu? I think it's Shining Raichu. But there's going to be other crystal cards as well. Ungraded, you're looking about $2,000 to $4,000. Very hard to find right now. It was very underrated around 2019. Nobody was buying it. PSA 10 was still very cheap, maybe like $1,000 or $2,000. And then a PSA 9, you're looking at about $5,000 to $6,000. $5,000 to $6,000 for a PSA 9. PSA 10, I think I just saw one sold. I think it might from, Rusty from TCA Gaming around $14,000. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it went around. And then this card, there is a reverse holographic as well, but the holographic version is the one you want. Almost towards the end, we have 2 more cards. There it is, Shining Charizard. This is from Neo Destiny. This is one of the most sought after cards. This is the unlimited version since it didn't have the first edition stamp. This is number 107 out of 105. This is also a secret rare, like I mentioned before. It's not a part of the standard set. Neo Destiny has about a 1 in 120 pack pull rate for this Shining Charizard. There's about 2 to 3 per box, and there's 8 Shining Pokemons in the set. So you have to factor that in when you're trying to figure out the ratio for the pull rate. For this one, unlimited is anywhere between $500 to $600. I haven't really seen that many good copies for sale. And then you're looking at about 1.5 to 1.8 for a PSA 9. So 1,500 to 1,800 for a PSA 9. Now finally, this card, it's the same card, but first edition. The one, so I have different types and top loaders and not. These ones that I have it in the card savers, I'm going to PSA to get graded. This card is immaculate. Minimum of 9. It'd be great if I can get a 10. But nevertheless, it's a beautiful card. I've never seen another Shining Charizard. I wish they did a Shining version of this for the reprints for the 25th anniversary celebrations, but I don't see one unless there is one that I didn't see. But first edition is the most expensive card for the Shining Charizards. Shining Charizard. For the Shining Pokemons in the Neo Destiny. Unlimited, you're looking about $3,000 to $5,000. And then for a PSA 9, you're also looking for about $5,000 to $6,000. So for the the Skyward Charizard and the Shining Charizard first edition, they're about the same price. Pull rates, I would say Crystal Charizard might be a little bit easier to pull, but the boxes for both are just ridiculous. So do not try to pull this card unless you have the funds to just burn. Couple honorable cards to mention as well. I didn't have time. There's so many Charizards to go through, and I've just been talking for so long. So here we go. Some other Charizards. The Charizard level X, Charizard G level X. This is a beautiful card as well. Diamond and Pearl cards, Legendary Treasures. This is the one that is number 69, not the secret rare. The other version of it in the Flash Fire. And like I said, here is the reverse holographic of that card from Expeditions. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I've been running a little bit longer. Hope you like the series. Next time we're going to change gears and shift over to a different Pokemon. Could be Blastoise, could be something else. If you like a specific Pokemon, please comment down below so I can go ahead and review that Pokemon for you. And I will see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe as well. See you all next time. Bye.